Hello, welcome to my Whip and Chat. A Whip and Chat is me working on my work in progress and chatting. You could use it as a podcast, or you could work alongside me and just keep me company, or I can keep you company while we work on some stuff. I am working on We Are Sun from Diamond Art Club by Maureen Broom, and yes, I am using this one because I've been hoarding it, honestly, because I love sunflowers and I needed a little pick-me-up. As you can see, I got an injury and I'm also looking for a job and just kind of was down in the dumps after I got my injury. I'll get more into why in just a minute after I get done with telling you everything that I'm using. But yeah, so this was my down in the dumps canvas, and oh my goodness, did it pick me up. I am so in love with it. And I am using a Firefly tray. I won this one. Well, I kind of did. I won a gift card and used that gift card towards a mystery box from Enabler's Outpost, which this tray came in. This is the Firefly tray. I don't remember exactly which one. Inferno? I don't know. But it's one of their trays, and I freaking... something mini. What is it? Firefly? Oh, Inferno Mini. Yeah, it's the Inferno Mini, and it has like a little hole that could hold your pen up like a this. It has a trash little bucket too, which is pretty cool, and I friggin' love the color. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. I'm also using some of the putty that I got into it, and this is Captivating Coke. And the scent or color of it was ruby, and it's from Swartz Designs. I love this stuff so friggin' much. And then I'm going to remember to do my autofocus, which I never do. Look at that. I did it. I friggin' did it. The tweezers I'm using are from Dreamer Designs. And yes, let's get in. But first, my name is Marissa, and I make a variety of diamond art. If that interests you, consider liking and subscribing. Yes, I got an owie. I normally throw the ball for my pup in the morning before we go and take the kids to school, but I woke up late, which is unusual for me. But since I normally throw the ball, I didn't take in consideration how much extra energy my pup would have, because I take him with me every morning to take the kids to school. Normally I will sit at the garage door, or I won't sit. I'll have the dog sit. As you can see, I'm out of it this morning. I will have the dog sit and wait while the kids get settled into the car first, just like as a training on restraint, you know. But he was just so excited, and normally I'll just kind of play with the leash because he normally does really good with it. But that wasn't the case this morning, and he went to chase the kids into the car with just over exuberant puppy excitement, and my hand got tangled in the leash. It was only slightly dislocated on the top, so they were able to pop that into place fairly easily. It's just swelling and it hurts to bend. I've been doing stretches in the morning. They said after about a week of wearing this, I don't have to wear it constantly, but in the morning I take some ibuprofen for the swelling to go down, and I will open and close my fist. But the bruising, it kind of comes and goes, which is really weird. The first day you could tell it was swollen really, really bad, but the bruising hadn't fully started yet. And then the bruising kind of came on the bottom of my hand and on the sides of my knuckles. Those ones have kind of started faded away and are a green, ugly mottled color now. And then new bruising has started up that's like bright blue, bright purple in the center of my knuckles now, like right here and here. So it looks like I have a line of just black and blue right here. And then the sides are kind of brownish. So I'm trying to not gross you guys out while also letting it heal a little bit, because I did my stretches with it this morning and man, does that not feel good. But I am able to diamond paint with my little fingers like this. I am not using my left hand at all because I am doing a competition over the weekend with House of Miscellanea. By the time this goes up, that would already be up and we would have already done it. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited and I hope it goes well. It's kind of weird talking like in the future. But let's move on from gory details because I've learned I am a poor patient. Now, anytime I get injured or I'm sick or whatnot, it's something that I have to work on because I am a terrible patient. Like, I hate being hurt or inconvenienced. Like, I hate not being able to do my normal stuff because I put so much pressure on myself to do it already. So let's say dishes take me an hour. That's including all the counters and whatnot. With this injury, it takes about 2 hours because I can't move my hand as well. I'm using this hand a lot more and my coordination really sucks with my left hand. I have to take breaks because my hand will hurt. I can't put as much pressure, so I'm scrubbing a lot longer, and overall it just makes me a grouchy bitch. So I've been doing that while the kids are at school because they don't deserve me to be frustrated, and I don't want them to ever feel like it's because of them or at them. So I get all my chores done now before they get home instead of working on the YouTube, and then I'll do the YouTube as they're doing like homework and stuff, like editing and setting up SEO, doing research and stuff like that, or just setting up, mapping out, whatever it is that I need to do for YouTube. I'll do that while they're doing their homework so I can kind of help in between, because their normal routine is I will do dishes and stuff like that while making their snacks and kind of cleaning up so that I'm in the same vicinity as them as they're doing their homework. So I'm right there and able to help. So it just kind of threw off my schedule a little bit, which makes me so friggin' grumpy. Even my husband was like, Jesus, it's okay to get behind. It's okay to relax. Like, don't overexert yourself and hurt yourself more because you feel like you're behind. Like, there's always an exception to the rule. There's there's self-imposed rules. So I don't need to be so hard on myself, but I am. And I think it's just part of me. Like, I get into these things like where I feel like I have to do it. You know, it's like a job. Like, I want to make sure I have things set up so we can do our normal things. But I am working on it, and it did put me down in the dumps for a couple of days just because I couldn't even do the dishes, you know, at all. And then my husband, he would like get home from work, he'd work 12 hours a day and then come home and just like start doing the dishes and sweeping and doing things that I would normally do. And then when they would be done, he would not like reprimand me, but he'd be like, did you at least try to rest today? How is your hand feeling? And then I'd feel guilty because then it made me realize that he worked, you know, he was ready to come home and do it so that I could have some rest. And I'm like, I don't know. It's this weird thing that I have within myself. And, you know, I don't want him to do the extra stuff because he already works so hard and I should be able to do what I need to do. Sometimes I just need to accept help is what I'm trying to say. It really is a mindfuck though. Like I really need to become a better patient or realize that life happens and I can't be so rigid and strict on myself. Like my expectations, if someone else gets hurt, is for me to take over everything that they need to, that they would normally do so that they could have adequate rest. But when it comes to me, I don't accept it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, sometimes it's a tough pill to swallow when someone's like, calling me out on my bullshit pretty much. Like, you know, you are allowed to be a human. You know, you're allowed to have bad days. You're allowed to have an injury and actually rest and heal. So I had to swallow that bitter pill and be like, all right, you're right. You are right. And I hate that. I hate that you're right. And I want to do everything. I want to be Superwoman. And I guess that's my power, is to try to be Superwoman. Oh man, that would be so cool. I'd be such a good superhero. I'm just kidding. I probably wouldn't. Oh my goodness. But Charlie has been fantastic. He did get a chew. I have been trying to throw the ball for him, but I cannot throw with my left hand at all. But the kids have made like a new game and they run around and play with him while I'm trying to heal, because there's only so many balls I could lose before they're like, okay, you need to stop completely. Like, you're not helping any situation anywhere. You're just losing all of his favorite toys. So they run around the backyard with them, and then now they're saying, well, you don't even have to start throwing the ball for him ever again. And I get all sad because I love throwing the ball for my puppy, but watching them play together, and they get the hose out and they spray each other while throwing the ball around, and it's just this huge, fun, muddy chaos of a crazy town happening in my backyard. But oh my God, does this dog love it. And he ends up more tired than when I throw the ball for him. So it's kind of been so fun to watch them develop that too. It's like, all right, well, now you guys have upped the ante. So when I heal, he's going to think I'm the boring one and he's never going to want to play with me again, which has become the new joke. Like, oh, you're the boring one now. And it's so funny. Like, my kids, they can talk shit so well. And it's like the kid talk shit. So it's like my favorite type of banter. It's like my love language. And yes, so that has been one big plus of me getting this injury, is just seeing the creative way to work my puppy's mind that my kids have come up with. They've even started hiding his balls in the backyard before they play and before like they get the hose out and whatnot. And it is so freaking cute. Like, they'll go out and they'll have one of his balls, have him smell it, and then be like, find it. And then they start running around the backyard all crazy like. It's so much fun. So much fun. And this dog, he will find every single ball too. We have like 6 of them. We used to have like 10, but I've lost quite a few to the roof. So yeah, it's been so much fun. And then I'll throw up a couple pictures up here. He has been just falling asleep on his back, and it's the cutest thing ever. It's so cute. I've thrown pictures of him sleeping like that before, but now it's like an all the time thing. And then he doesn't sleep so much in the crate anymore. I had him sleeping in his crate when he was super, super little, but now he's getting older and he doesn't need it as much as he used to, I guess, as like a security thing. He knows that is his safe spot. So I wake up now to him in between me and my husband, or sometimes the kids will crawl in bed and just be like wrapped around him, but his paws, like on the couch, his paws are kind of like tucked in and he's just on his back and his legs will be like splayed. But on the bed, I don't know if it's because he's in the middle between me and my husband or what, but his paws are always like sticking straight up in the air. And I can't get a picture of it because I don't have my phone in the bed. I charge my phone in the living room at night. But it's so freaking cute, and he's so fuzzy and fluffy, and just seeing him dead asleep with his paws straight up in the air between me and my husband is the cutest thing ever. Oh my God, I friggin' love it. But then he has like 10 seconds of sweetness in the morning, barely, because his love hurts. Like, he is not like one of those gentle, cuddly puppies at all. My Doberman was a sweet, gentle cuddler in the morning. No, Charlie will roll over with his paws straight in the air, so you're getting punched in the face, or he'll like wiggle his whole body, and next thing you know, all your hair is being ripped out of your head while my husband's getting pushed off the bed with his other paws, or he shoots up so fast and like scrambles that it just feels like you're getting elbowed in the kidney or something. It's just something we've grown to accept, that he is not an elegant dog, like graceful in any way. There's no grace. It's very abrupt and very painful, and we've just come to accept his ways. And now we call him the beatings, like love beatings of love, random act of Charlie, which is really funny because my husband will be like, he's beating me. Call your dog. I'm getting loved too hard. And I'll come in and like, my husband will be like, holding his nose and his eyes will be watering and Charlie will be wiggling his whole body everywhere, just like the happiest puppy ever. It's funny. It hurts, but it's funny and you can't help but to be like, okay, what boundaries can we set to make this stop? At the same time, there's really no stopping it, because even if he is sitting next to the chair and not even on the furniture or anything like that, he still manages to find a way to give you painful love. Like, he headbutts you or will like pounce in some weird way and flail around, and it's just is what it is. Even my father-in-law has grown to accept it. Like, he said, I need to come over with a cup. I need to wear a cup all the time. My husband's the same way. He's like, that's it. It's the one spot that he will get every single time. Sorry for the TMI, but it's true. It's friggin' true. He also tries to do, like, you know how cats will go between your legs and like rub their bodies on you? Charlie tries to do that too, which is really funny. Super stinking cute. And then at this point, I am convinced my whole family, every single one of us each have a different theme song for him. And no, I will not sing them. I do not want to hurt your ears. I have my own theme song for him. You know that song, if you've watched Gilmore Girls, that jingle that they have right in the beginning, that is my theme song for him, but I've changed all the words to be about Charlie and him being a puppy, a dumb fluff full of love, and like I just sing it in that tune. My husband's is, we call it Mr. McFlupper. Mr. McFlup, no, what does it say? Mr. McFlupper to Mr. McFlupster. He goes back and forth between those two with his own jingle. My kids is Mr. Puppy Puppadup Upperdup. They sing that to him all the time. Does anybody else have a dog that has their own theme songs? Or are we just weird? Because we've got Mr. McFlupper, Mr. McFlupster, Fluppadupper, Uppadupper, Pupper one, mine. And I think every once in a while, even my grandma will hum to him whenever we go visit her, but at least her voice is really good and soothing. And normally she's the one that gets the gentle love, which I'm kind of jealous about because I want gentle love. I want a gentle puppy, but no, she is the only one that gets a gentle puppy. I don't understand. Like, they have their own little bond. And maybe it's because whatever she's eating, she'll like sneak him pieces of it and he will do any trick for her. Me, like, he knows I work him and he listens to me because I am his mom. I'm Mama Shep. That's what they call me in this house. It's not mom, it's hey Mama Shep. My whole family calls me Mama Shep now. But no, she gets he sees her and she barely has to say, hey Charlie or hey Char Char. And he's sitting, standing, up, down, laying down, mooing at her, you know, pawing, doing the shake thing, but all very gently for her. And he gets a little treat every time. And it's the cutest thing ever. I don't have an actual job yet, but I do know next month I have a couple shifts that I am taking over. There are a couple people going out of town, so I have that. And then I also have #1 pick of the events going on at a couple bars, which is really cool. So I know I have at least next month covered, which gives me some time to kind of put together a decent resume and come to a full decision. Am I going to look for an actual job, or am I going to stay on like a need to know type of thing, or like as needed? You know what I mean? I don't know, but I'm kind of excited. I hate late nights, but if I do know it's just a few shifts here and there, I can tolerate working until 3 in the morning. There are a few restaurants in my neighborhood that I kind of want to check out. Well, not in my neighborhood. There are a couple neighborhoods down, but still close enough that I won't have to be driving 45 minutes at night into town to work, which would be nice. So I'm going to start working on a resume and talk to my husband and see if he wants me to just stick to as needed, or actually find something where I'll have an actual like schedule and it'd be more of like a mandatory thing. So that's still in the works, but it is comforting to know that I have something coming our way soon, which is always nice. We like money, right? Who doesn't? But one of the events is for an antique motorcycle show, and I'm friggin' excited. I love working for motorcycle events so much. So much. Those are the events that, one, I make the most money. Two, are the most relaxed and tend to be the easiest events, but the most fun events. And yeah, the motorcycles are going to be absolutely beautiful. The last one I worked at, I do those just for fun. I always have top pick to do those. And I 100% every time will do it. And it's for October or November. They're still kind of putting it together, but I am friggin' stoked. Even if I did get like a regular job, like where I apply and actually go through training and become the new guy and like, you know, and put on the schedule, when they hire me, I'm going to tell them that I can't work whatever day that lands on because I want to do it so bad. I want to do it so bad. And those tend to not be late night shifts for the events and stuff like that. So I'll still have decent time, get decent sleep, make decent money, see a ton of people that I really like and care about, and I'll get to see beautiful custom motorcycles and antiques. Like, this is the time that everyone likes to show off their antiques, but also bring their like pride and joys too. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Have you guys ever been to a motorcycle show or car shows or anything like that? They're so much fun. I highly suggest them. Oh my goodness, so much fun. Ooh, I do want to do a shout out for Nancy with Pampered with Diamonds. She has finally made it to just over 100 subscribers. I did like a little congrats thing for her on my community tab, but I wanted to physically say it out loud with the words out of my mouth. I am so proud of you, girl. And that video, she has a video that's like a DIY project, and she's, you know, shows whatever sticky stuff she wants to use. The glue seems like what I would probably lean toward if I ever were to do a DIY project or whatever. She's the one I would go to for advice because that video was so good. So go check her out. I really enjoy all of her videos. I enjoy her attitude. She is so sweet. And every once in a while, her husband will help her film something, and just they're so cute together, so freaking cute, and just the genuine sweetness of her. Oh my God. She was a librarian too, so she understands my love for words. And yes, so I'm very proud of you, girl. Let's see. Ooh, I've also been having a lot of fun in the One with the Diamond Arts Facebook group. And they just started doing these like Google Doc, voting things, and I love voting, so I have taken full advantage of those and have had so much fun in that group. And I just wanted to let you guys know that that is a thing. I should probably put that in a What's Up shop. I don't know how often they're going to be doing votings and stuff like that, but they said they got a good response and they did another one recently, so that was cool for like their hand renderings, being like, oh, which ones do you want to see hand rendered? And I love when companies like have their customers be more involved. I don't know, it might be just a me thing, but I friggin' lap that shit up. I friggin' love it. So go you, the One with the Diamond Heart. I love it. And the only reason why I'm talking about that is because I also am so excited to work on their canvases. I will be breaking out their fall ones soon. I wanted to wait until we're actually like full blown in autumn before I started that. I don't have a Halloween canvas this year, so I think I'm gonna do that in maybe October. So I'm trying to hold off until then till I do it, but I keep like opening the box and looking at it, so I don't know if I'll actually be able to hold out for that long, because I love that picture. Maybe I can find a way to showcase it, but I don't want to buy a frame. I don't know. We'll see what's gonna happen. I am working on my sunflower one, and then I kind of want to work on the pottery one that I got in like the, you know how Diamond Art Club every once in a while will be like, oh, you get half off on this mystery deal or whatever at the end of your purchase. Well, I did that for one of them, and I think that's going to be my next canvas. And then I want to finish my mandala edition from Paint Gems too. So those are kind of all in the works right now. I will be working on stuff other than Diamond Art Club eventually. I just want to kind of get through some of my stash, and I'm also on a no-buy right now. So I'm working on what I got and really enjoying it. I finished Turning of the Seasons, and oh my God, I am so stoked and ready to film that post review. I'll probably do that after I record this, but I loved working on that canvas, and it came out so freaking beautifully. I could not have had a better experience with that. What else? I guess I'm a hard placer because I did kind of bend my multi-placer right here. It is a little bent, so I have to like rock it now, which kind of sucks. I have not been shooting my bow with the injury. One, I don't want to accidentally like ruin any of my arrows because arrows are kind of expensive. And two, I don't know. There's a thing that like goes around your wrist that you could use to shoot, so the weight isn't necessarily on my finger or anything. But I'm scared it's gonna make me shoot all wonky. So I haven't attempted it yet. Maybe next week I will try to shoot some more. But I have put that on hold, and that also means I am not hunting this season. So that means I'll probably hunt sometime in December or January, which is fine because that means it'll be cooler and I won't have to sit in a really hot blind the whole time where I'm sweating and being just hot. So it might be just a blessing in disguise, but I'm also kind of sad because I was really excited to just be in nature and have some silence and have no social media and not be on my phone and just focus on starting a new writing project. So I was kind of looking forward to that, but I guess I could just kind of take the kids out to the mountains or something. But then I don't know, when I'm out there with the kids, I want to hang out with the kids. I don't want to be quiet. You know what I mean? I don't know. I need to do something, get in tune with nature and just write and let my imagination do what it does. I think that's what I'm craving and need to do. Oof, my hand is starting to hurt. I know that this one will not be very long, but I do want to say thank you to everyone that watches my videos in general. I have a ton of returning subscribers, and I have people that are consistently watching my videos, and I truly just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I had no idea I was going to be able to gain anything like this from YouTube. I was just kind of using it to pass some time during my writing break, and it has turned into more than I ever could have imagined. So I want to thank you so much. And I know whenever I hear the thank you speeches from other YouTubers, I don't know, it touches my heart, and I do feel like they're truly speaking to me, and I want you to experience that too. And I just want you to know I am so grateful for you. So just throwing that out there. I normally don't get all mopey and sappy and stuff like that, but it's been heavy on my mind, and I just wanted to show some gratitude and thankfulness. And eventually, I will be hosting a thank you giveaway. Not right now. I want to be able to responsibly and comfortably spend the money I want to do for the giveaway. I have a few ideas that I want to do. I do know a ton of authors, and I want to support them too. So I want to buy a couple signed books. I won't accept them as free. They've already offered them, but that's not what I want to do. And frankly, I'm stubborn. So I'm going to wait until I get a few shifts under my belt, maybe push up marketing for mine and my husband's painting business. It might take a few months, but I want there to be 3 tiers to the giveaway. I want there to be, of course, some diamond painting stuff. I want to include signed, 2 different signed books from 2 different types of books, and include 2 friends from that. So I am working towards doing that as just an in general thank you to my subscribers. You would have to be subscribed to do it, but do know that eventually a giveaway is coming your guys' way. It will be only for subscribers, and I do need to ask people that have done giveaways and how it works, but yes, I really want to do that. It'll include like a tray. I'm thinking some scented putty for one of the giveaways, and then something with the books too. So I do know that there's a lot of readers, and I want to also support some of my author friends too. So let me know if that's something you would be interested in. I don't want it to be just a typical, here's one thing to give away. But I do want to be able to say thank you. So I was thinking I could have 3 different gifts and do a giveaway eventually when I feel like I am more financially able to do so in the way that I wanted to do it. I was going to do it a couple months ago, but you know, plans don't always work out. But that is in the works for eventually. I also want to get a logo. I really, really do. I have the cutest idea for a logo, and I've been talking to my friend about it, and so eventually that will happen too. But yeah, and then I have been stuck in Danica Dark's freaking world. I started a 3rd series, I think it is, or it might be the 4th series of hers that I've been binging. This one is about the Majory. And oh my God, I think I'm on book 4 already, and I am just sucked in. At this point, she has me believing in my next life I'm going to be a mage cheetah hybrid, because that just sounds like a good old time. But she just has a way with words. Like, I am so sucked in and so attached to these creators and this world that she has created so deeply. And now that I've basically listened to all of her books, I'm like, well, maybe someday I can just start buying all the books for, you know, so I can have them as a keepsake on my shelves. And my husband was like, can we just not right now? So yeah, we've discovered my hobbies are expensive, but worth it. Thankfully, the series that I've read from Danica Dark is on Audible Plus right now. There are series of hers that are not on Audible Plus. Oh, this stuff is working so good with these ABs. Once again, this is the Captivating Caulk from Swartz Designs, and I'm impressed. I thought this would be a stickier mess with the ABs, but so far so good. I still want to try the Joys though, and I really want to try the ghost stuff that Naomi's been working with on her canvases too, the ghost stuff. I love that little sound of that pop. I am still watching Buffy. I am loving the little world that just the whole Buffy world, and it has gotten so much better. The first 2 seasons, it's kind of like, oh, okay, but by the end of 3rd season, I'm just like, okay, I am officially a huge fan. So if you guys are interested in vampires in the fantasy world, I suggest Buffy. 100%. We're there, and I'm excited for Angel series 2. So I have to finish binging Buffy the Vampire Slayer so that I can start Angel 2. Because rumor has it that, okay, so House of Naomi. We have a House of Naomi. No, House of Miscellanea on Tuesdays does a trivia night on her lives, and those are some of my most favorite lives that they are. So she did a Buffy the Vampire Slayer trivia, and it was so much fun, and that was what got me started on binging Buffy. But it's Buffy herself and just the series in general that's keeping me attached. Like, now I want her to do a trivia night on Angel series next, but I have to finish Buffy first, so let's wait a few months, okay, Naomi? Not right away. I need a chance to binge. But yeah, no, so much fun. And then whoever, it's like an honor system, whoever, how do I say it? Whoever wins or whatnot kind of gets to help choose. And if people are like, I didn't really keep track, then we'll all kind of talk about it, and whatever is talked about the most will win, and that'll be like the next trivia night, and it is so much fun. Her Saturday lives too are a lot of fun. I don't know, I just like her lives, and I'm excited for this weekend. I am so freaking excited. I'm nervous too. So nervous. I think I'm going to start calling it a day. My hand is starting to hurt. My daughter has been helping me with the diamond painting, which I always like diamond paint with her, but she'll normally have her own project. But we have been chipping away at my projects just because she can tell when I'm tired and then I don't like leaving a section undone. So she'll do like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then we'll hang out and talk. And she had started band, so we were talking about that kind of stuff and what she enjoys learning. She started the clarinet, and she just kind of works on it as I talk to her and take a break. And then when she's ready for a break, I take over, and it has been so nice, like watching something we did together, like taking turns. Like, she's helped with this. Isn't it just beautiful? So not only is it a sunflower and one of my favorite things to look at, I could see our conversations we've had doing this together, and I get to see how much she lights up talking about band and what she's experiencing. And I used to be in band too, so I can kind of relate and tell her my experiences and reminisce with her, and it's just been so nice. So that might become a thing where we have canvases that we work on together, which is kind of what I was thinking when I opened up the Artlist. No, Artlist is the music company I use for my royalty work for YouTube. What are they called? Art Dot. For the Art Dot Panda one, when I did the unboxing, I was like, oh, I could work on it with my daughter. And I was already kind of thinking of doing something like that with her. And I'm so glad it happened sooner. That's another plus of having an ouchie, because it's been so much fun. It's been so much fun watching her concentrate and just open up and talk about her favorite things, and I get to reminisce and talk about my favorite things with her. So that's a blessing in disguise. But my hand is really starting to hurt, so I think this is my long-winded way of saying I'm done for right now. My name is Marissa once again. Thank you so much for hanging out. I am going to do a shameless plug though. I am starting a series about the benefits of diamond painting. I already have one video out, so check that out if you're interested. But I want to spread the word on why having a hobby like this is beneficial and important. A few of the benefits could be it helps people through addiction, and with addiction, it helps with anxiety, depression, hand-eye coordination, dexterity, and those types of things. So if you have a story and would like to share on why having something like this to do is important, please share it. You can email me at diamondsandthoughts@gmail.com, and I will read your story out loud, and I 100% can keep you anonymous. Once again, that's diamondsandthoughts@gmail.com. So I hope you have a beautiful day. Consider liking and subscribing. Bye.